morning, good afternoon, good evening, based on the time that you are accessing this material. Welcome to Microsoft Office 2 course. This is our week 1. If you are accessing this material on YouTube, you can see the course content on coolchat.com. On coolchat.com, you go to courses and information technology. The technology courses, so taking Microsoft Office 2. If you don't have any computer knowledge, I will advise you to take our Introduction to Computer course, because that course teaches the basic things you need to know about the computer. And because if I'll be using some terms that if you take that course, you have an idea if you don't have any computer knowledge at all. So I will entreat you to take the course if you don't have any much knowledge about a computer, or you don't know how to use a computer. So you can take that course to get a foundation for using a computer before you take the Microsoft Office 2, which is a course for learning how to use Microsoft Word, PowerPoint, and Excel. So on coolchat.com, this is the Introduction to Computer course. So that's the beginning course. And Microsoft Office tools is just a continuation from this course. So if you don't have any computer knowledge, I will encourage you to take this course before the Microsoft Office course. Okay. So this is the course I'll be teaching, Microsoft Office tools. So we click on it. So since this is week 1, I will introduce myself. So my name is Godshon. I'm the one taking you through the Microsoft tools. I teach course as well, and I'm also the instructor for the Introduction to Computer. And I'm a lecturer at King's University, and I'm a graduate from Vaasa University of I did my bachelor in Vaasa University of Applied Sciences in Finland, and did my master's in University of Vaasa, also in Finland. So you are warmly welcome to this course. So this course is meant for everyone. Like I said, I will encourage those who don't have any computer knowledge to take our Introduction to Computer before taking this course, since you need the basic in order for you to fully understand this course, because I'll be using some terminology. If you don't have any idea, you will be confused. But if you have some basic knowledge of computer, then of course you can continue from this course, no problem. Now, if you want to chat with me, you first of all have to create an account. Then when you log on and you come to this course page, you will see chat with an instructor. So if you log in, then you can click on that button so that you can chat with me. So if you don't have an account, it means you need to create an account. So you can just click on it when you log in. Then you can chat with me. So you can send me a message. I can also see it and reply you. Okay. So welcome to Microsoft Office tools. What will we consider on this course? So in week 1, we will introduce what the Microsoft Office Word is about. Then you see how you can enter a text into the Word document, how you can save the document, how you can close the document, how you can open documents, how you can select text, how you can copy and paste, how you can cut a text, how you can insert picture, how you can wrap your picture around text so that you can be moving it freely. And how you can find and replace text, how you can do spell check, how you can count the number of words you have. Because sometimes when you give an assignment, you will give the number of words you write, so how do you check? Now, we also have special symbols. So maybe you want to insert a currency or something, or maybe the ASCII or any other special characters that you need. So, or how to do that. And how to insert an equation. Maybe you want to write mathematical entire equation. You don't know how to do it, so how you can set equations. Then if you've done any changes, how you want to undo the change. So we'll be talking about this week. So the subsequent week. So this is a 2-month course. So it's 8 weeks. So by 8 weeks time, we should be able to do that using the Microsoft Office Word. Then you should be able to use the Excel to write formulas and also show some charts. And you should be able to prepare a PowerPoint slides and do presentation. So basically, this is what the course is all about. So in week 2, you will learn about set text fonts, setting text font size, changing text case, changing text color, text alignment, indent paragraph, text decoration, text direction, create bullet, set line spacing, and the rest. So each of the week, I will introduce what we will be learning. Okay, so let's get started for this week. So to get a content for the week, you click on the study cap, which is the study week content. So you just click on it. Okay, so I'll be using the contents in the teaching. So I'm going to zoom the main content so that the text can be bigger. Okay. So this is the Microsoft Office tool. So if this is the first time you've seen this tool, it's used for typing. So if you are given an assignment at school, and you are asked to type and send or email the PDF version of your assignment, this is where you'll be doing your typing. Then if you are a student maybe in the lower primary university nowadays, you are given an assignment, you are asked to type and print them out. So if you go to the cafe, you use this software to do your typing. So when you do your research online, you still have to come here to compile all the gatherings, all the things you gather from the internet and present it, then you can print it out. So the software we use is what we call the Microsoft Word. And this is how the Microsoft Word looks like. So if you don't have Microsoft Word on your computer, you can go to the cafe or you can go to an IT shop and request for Microsoft Office tool. In our computer introduction to computer, we learned how to do installation. So once if you've taken that course already, once you've gotten that application, you can do the installation yourself. So you just have to locate the setup file. You just double click on it, then you follow the instruction to complete the installation. So I will assume you already have Microsoft Word. And please, if you don't have, for practice sake, I will encourage you to make sure you have it before you start this course. Because while you are watching, you also need to be doing it. Because practice makes man perfect. Okay. So this is the Microsoft Word. So the Microsoft Word was developed by Microsoft. And most initially, the Microsoft Word was being saved as .doc. So if you save a Microsoft Word document, normally the extension was .doc. But later on, the later version of it, X was added to it. So for Windows operating system from 2007, the extension became .docx. And for Mac, it started from 2008. Then the extension became .docx. So basically, that's the extensions you have for. So if you save any Word document, that's the extension you will get. starting Microsoft Word. Now to start Microsoft Word, you need to search for it in your start window. So in the start window, you need to click on the Windows icon over here at the taskbar, or you can press the window key on your keyboard. You have the Windows sign tool. So you can either press your window key or you press the Windows icon at the taskbar to start the start bar. So when you click on it, you search for your application here. So you search for Word. So you just type Word, then the word Microsoft Word will show. So when you type Word, a list of applications will come. So you need the Microsoft Word. So I'm using Word 2016. So yours may be a different version, but it's the same concept. So irrespective of the version you are using, it's the same concept. Yes, that the position of certain things may vary, but they're very close and the same concept. So you just click on the application. So this application, the Word application we'll be using, and that's the icon for Word. That W there, which stand for the Word. So you just click on the application to start. So while our application is starting, so we've seen how you start. So you go to you click on the Windows icon at the taskbar or press the Windows key. So, and you just search for Word. Then the Microsoft Word application shows up. So you just click on it. Now open a Word document. Now maybe you already have a Word document or you downloaded a Word document from at your email. Now to open it, you just have to navigate to the folder where the Word document file is located. Okay, so to navigate, you need to click on the folder icon. So this one we need in the introduction to computer. So you need to click on the folder icon. So once you click on the folder icon, you can navigate to where your Word document is. Okay, but we'll get back to here after we saving our first Word document. Then we will go and open it so that it will show be part of our explanation. So let's start by looking at certain few parts of our Word document. So in the Word document, we have our File tab here. So that when I ask you to click on the File tab, so all this, there are a number of tabs there. So based on the state that we are, the tab we'll be using. So by default, the tab is at home. Okay, so in this week, we'll be using the Insert tab, then the Layout tab, then I think the Review tab. Okay, so based on what we are doing, the kind of tab we'll be using, but by default, the tab is on the home, and all these sides are called ribbon. So all these parts you are seeing here is called a ribbon. Then we have the file over here. Then we have the quick access tool here, where we have the save icon, we have the undo icon, then we have the review icon. We'll be seeing these parts in our subsequent content. Then we have the title bar, so the document name that you give to that document will be over here. So that will be the title for your document. So by default, it starts with document 1. So if you haven't named it at all, that will be document over here. So when you give it a name, the name will show over here. Then we have the sizing button. So if you want to minimize your your Word window, then you just click on the manuals. If you want to maximize your window, you click on the square icon. If you want to close it, you just click on the cross icon. Then we have the insertion point. So wherever you want to do a typing, you just have to insert the cursor. You pick the cursor there. So when you click, this cursor will change to a stroke, which is the insertion type. Okay, then we have the insertion pointer. So whenever you are on the word area of your Word document, there is insertion. That is how your cursor is going to look like. Once you click, this is where the way to look. Then you can start your typing. Now we also have the scroll bar where you can be scrolling to the bottom. Then we have the zoom. The zoom section is used to zoom your page. Sometimes you may want to see the text bigger, so you can zoom it. If you want to make it smaller too, you can. So either by doing the plus or minus. So the minus side is for reducing, and the plus side is for increasing the size of the text, the screen. Then we also have the view buttons here. So how you want to view it. If you want to view it in edit mode or the page mode and the rest, you just show the type of view you want. Then you have the status bar here. It shows how many viewers you have and the page number and the rest. So here is the status bar. So basically this is the main part of your Microsoft Word. Okay. So if you want to type at any space, you have to move the cursor at position. Then you click. So you click on the left mouse. So you click is clicking at the left side of the mouse. So you click, and the cursor will be fixed there. Then you can start to do your typing from that end. So you can move this cursor anywhere you want to do your typing. Then you can click there, and the cursor, the pointer will be there, and you can start to do your typing. So now we are entering the text. So it says move the cursor to the appropriate position you wish to enter the text. So like I told you, you have to move the cursor to where you want to enter your text. Then click that position. So once you are there, you just click there. Now the insertion cursor appears in that position. So once the insertion cursor is over there or pointer is over there, you can type, you can start your typing. Now for good practice sake, at the beginning of your typing, is appropriate to learn how to position your fingers on the keyboard. This will make it easier for you to type very fast. So this is a recommended position for typing. So you can see where the answer. So you have your left one on this key, A, L, D, and the F. Okay, so this is where your left key will be. This is where your right hand will be. And both the tongues will be on the space bar. So here is the space bar. So both your tongue will be on the space bar. So you can, if you want to create any space between the text, you just use any of them to press. Okay. So this is how your answer to it. This one can be moving to any of the positions if you want any key over here. This one can move into any of the position if you want any key over there. Okay. So once you place your cursor at where you want to do your typing, your hand also at the appropriate position, then you can press the keys based on what you want to type. Okay, so that's it. So now let's start by, so I can open my document. So this is a blank document. Okay, so you can see the cursor over here. If I want to type over here, I can just double click at that position, then the cursor moves over there. So if I want to, wherever you want to, just click on that side. Okay. Now there are boundaries of the workspace. There are boundaries. So that one, you only need to work at the working boundary where the cursors are. You can see that the cursor doesn't go here. Okay, so these spaces are reserved. We come to footer and header and footer. So how you do that? So we later talk about it. But this is the workspace. So where your cursors are, or your pointer is, or your insertion pointer is, that's where you can begin your typing. Okay, so you can just type anything. So like I said, place your cursor at the default, it's at the beginning. So So you want it to be at the middle or wherever it is, you just move the cursor. But ideally, you normally start typing from the beginning, so you can just start typing from where the cursor is. So let's say, like I introduce myself, I can write maybe something brief about myself. My name is Gordon. Sure. I am a Ghanaian. Okay. So that is it. A simple text that I've written. So we can continue with. So I believe you too may have something like that. So try to position your fingers at where it was shown so that you can start from the beginning. So the more if you start the good way of doing it, by the time you complete the course, you'll be good at typing. So it's better to start from the beginning. Don't say it's difficult. So you just start from the beginning, the appropriate way of doing it. So you get used to it. Okay, so we finished typing the first text. Now, if we want to save, then we need to click on the file name. So in the part of the Word document, we saw where the file is. It's at the top. So you look for the file. So when you click on this, there is Save As. So when you click on the Save As, there is a browse. Where the browse gives you the opportunity to direct to where you want to save your document. You navigate to where you wish to save your document. So once you are there, you type in the name of the document, then you click on save. So we are going to follow this step. So our file is over here. So we just click on the file. Okay. So now there is save as. Now the difference between save and save as is that the first time you are saving your document, you need to save as. But after saving it once, the subsequent saves is just an ordinary save because you are saving the changes you have made. But the first time you need to save your document by giving it a name. So the first time we use save as. Even if you press save the first time, it will give you the option to name your file. Okay, so the first time you save as. So we click on save as over here. So when you click on save as, by default it's choosing my computer or this computer. So if you want to go to an appropriate place, you just click browse. So when you click on browse, then so in our introduction to computer, we saw how you can navigate to the other using the about folders, how you can navigate in folders. So this is our desktop. Then we have other folders as well. Then the main is the main folder is this piece, which is on certain version of the Windows operating to this my computer, but on the Windows 8 and 10 in the rest, it is this computer. Okay, so if I want to save it at desktop, I can just go to desktop. Okay, now if I want to give a name, I want to name a folder and give it a name. Maybe I name it Office 2 so that I can be saving our files over there. I can click on an empty space over here. When I'm saving, I can click on an empty space over here. Then I click on New. Then I can select folder. I can create a new folder. Then I can save my file in it. So in this folder, I will name it Office Tools. Okay. So all our examples, I'll be saving it. This folder is on desktop. So if I double click on it, okay, so that's the folder. You can see the name of the folder here. So I can give this document a name. So maybe I can name it week 1. So this is our week 1. So I can call it week 1. Then I click on save. Okay. Now if you've done a typing and you want to save it as PDF, there are a list of options. So if you want to save as PDF, you can save it. We have different versions of the Word documents. Okay. So based on how you want it. But normally, if you want to save this document as PDF, first of all, you need to save it as Word document, so you can have the Word document version of it. Then, if you want to, you have to send it as a PDF. And when you go to File, Save As, then you select PDF, so it will save it as a PDF. It will generate a PDF version of your document. But for the first time, we are saving as Word document. So just when you give it a name, then the type, if you are not generating PDF, the type should be Word document. So once you are done, you just click on Save to save your document. Okay, so it's giving you a progress that it is being saved. So once it's saved, you get a feedback that it has been saved. So once it finishes saving, we will close our Word document. We will go and open it just to demonstrate how to open the Word document. So we will close it. Okay. Now to open, the steps that were given for the opening. You say navigate to the folder where the Word document file is located. Then we know I saved mine on desktop in the folder called Office Tools. So I have to navigate, I have to go to that folder. Then the Word document is there. So I just have to double click on the file. To double click means clicking on it twice. So I just have to go to that folder. Then I click on the file twice. So to go to a folder, you click on the File Explorer, the folder icon, and the taskbar. So all these places, the introduction to computer, you did it. All these places called taskbar. So you just click on the folder icon over here. So when you click on it, the folder icon, if you click on it once, before the folder starts to open, as many as you click is good. The number of times, the same number that the File Explorer will pop up. So if you click on it 2 times, 2 File Explorer will come. But in the subsequent one, once they appear, if you click on it, it will show you the files, the File Explorer. So if you want a new one, then you have to right click it. Okay. So now I just need one list. So I just click on it once. Then I will desktop because my folder is on desktop. So this is desktop. So I will click on desktop and I go to my folder. This folder is Microsoft Office. Okay. So you can see that the icon, Word document icon has been selected. So the operating system must recognize that this is the Microsoft Office document. So I can open with Microsoft Office. So once you go to the file, you just double click on the file. So when you double click on the file, you can see that the cursor is spinning, which means that it is open. Your file, you can do modification file. If you want to print it out, you can do that. If you want to make any editing, you can also do it as well. Okay, so we move on. So saving changes. Okay, so let me add something small, then we'll cover how we can save the changes we've done. So let's say I am a programming instructor in chat. So now I've made changes. So now if I want to save, there are 3 ways I can do that. So the method 1, it says click on the file menu and select save. So method 1, I click on the file menu, this place, then I click on save. Okay. Now remember, since we've saved it once, the second time it's going to be saved. Okay. So now with method 1, so you just click here. So once you click, you can see that Word is saving, so it has saved it. Okay. So let me add another one. I am currently extracting Office, Microsoft Office 2. Okay, so I've added on. So the change, we will use the second method. So method 2 says simply press Control, then other save. So once your hand is on the control, and you press S, it means save. So S stands for save. So if you are using other application, you have to press Control S. It just means to save whatever you are doing. So in method 2, we say just press the Control key. So while your hand is on the Control key, you just press the S key as well. Okay, so you can see it saving like it was saving and it has saved. So that is method 2 by pressing Control X. Control X for saving. And method 3, it says click on the save icon. So the save icon is like this, and it's at the top left of your Microsoft Word. So that's the save icon. It's over here. Then we have the undo and the redo. We'll later have to see this. So the save icon is here. So if you make any change to it, you can either use this one. Okay, so let's say we are on week 1. Okay, so this time, then I can save it over here. So I click on the save. You can see that it gives me an alert that it was being saved. Okay. So those are the 3 ways you can save. Either you press file, the file meaning the save, or you press over here, or you press Control then S. Both will save. All the 3 will save your document after making any change to your document. And closing the document. So to close a document, you use a close icon. So the close icon is for closing all applications you have in a window. So if there is any close, like this browser over here, the internet browser, there is close over here. So you click on it and everything closes. So any application you are using, which includes Microsoft Word 2, then you have the close. So when you click here, it closes. If you want to maximize or minimize the window, you can also click here. So it either reduces or maximizes. So if you want it back to the full screen, then you can maximize it. So that's the close as well. And before you close, make sure you make changes. You save all changes that you have made before you close your Word document. If you make a change and you are closing, right? So if you make a change and you haven't saved and you are closing, you will be alerted. So you can see you want to save your changes to week 1. So then you can save before you close. If you click on don't save, the changes will not be saved before the window will close. Now if you want to cancel it, guys, you don't want to close, then you can cancel. Okay. So whenever you make a change and you haven't saved and you are closing your Word document, you will be alerted so that you can make the necessary changes. And selecting a text. Selecting a text. So before you be able to copy a text or cut a text, you need to select it. So to select a text, it says place a cursor on the first letter of the text you wish to select. So if I want to select from here, I have to place my cursor from here over here. Then I can drag. So you drag. So whilst you are pressing on the left mouse, you press the left click of your mouse whilst your hand is there. You can use another finger to be moving the mouse. So if you move it vertical or horizontal, it goes that way. And if you want it to come down where you are at the position, you can be moving down so that the other parts can be selected. Okay. So assuming I want to select this one, so that's it. So let's start again. So you need to also do your practice. So place your cursor at the far end where you want to do your selection. Then click on the mouse. So while your hand is still pressed on the left side of your mouse, use your hand to move the mouse. So at the same time, your left hand has still, you click the left side of your mouse. You move in the direction where you want to select your text. Okay. So selecting a text, also highlighting it. So however you refer, however it's being referred. So if you don't want, you can remove it back to unselect. Select and remove it. So while you removing your mouse, the selection will be done. So you select to the point where you want to either copy or cut. So you come to copy. So once you select, you copy the selected text. Follow any of these steps. So you can use any of these steps to copy. So you can right click on the selected text and you choose copy from the options. So you can right click. So right click means clicking the right side of your mouse. So you right click, you click the right side of your mouse. Then you can choose copy. Okay, so I can still talk about cards here, so I don't need to talk about it again. Now, if you click on copy, you copy the text to your clipboard. Okay. Now, the difference between cards and copy is that when you cut, you move the text from where it is to a new location. So it will no longer be at where it is. But to copy, to make a copy of it, so the original one will still be there. Then you can go and paste and get a new copy. But to cut, you are removing the entire basin from where it is. So for example, let's try. So we copy the text. Okay. Now we've copied it. So to paste, you need to move to wherever you want to paste. So if I want to paste it over here, I can press, if I want to paste it over here, after putting the cursor at the end, I can press the enter key to move this cursor to the bottom. So I can press the enter key. I believe you know where your enter key is. So I press the enter key. Then once I press the enter key a number of times to my desired position, I can just paste it. Now to paste, there are two options you can follow to paste. You can right click the position, then you press paste. Okay. So you can paste. Or you can also press Control and V. So Control V. So when you press Control V, you can also paste. So when you press Control, at the same time your hand is there, then you press V, it will also paste. Okay. So pasting, you can right click on the mouse, the position where you want to paste your text, then you select and paste. Or you can press the Control key, then at the same time you press your V to paste. So Control V is for paste. Okay. Now there is also a shortcut for copying, Control C. So after highlighting your text, you can as well press Control then C. Okay. You can as well press Control C for copying. Okay. Now to cut, I told you the steps are also the same. So you can right click it, then you choose cut. Now be observant. You can check. You see that we have my I think I forgot my name. Okay. So we have mine is Godwin. Okay. So that's the typo error. So when I cut this part, it will no longer be there. So it will start with I am currently. Okay. So that's the difference. So cut, you can see that it has disappeared. So cut, when you cut, the original text disappears. Then you move it wherever you want to move to. So if I want it to be here, so I can just paste it over here. So that's the difference between cutting and pasting. For the cutting and copying, for copy, you have a copy of the original one. So it's like you are making copy of it. by cutting, you are taking it from there to wherever you want to take it, place it. So sometimes you can cut without necessarily a pasting. So just like the normal cutting, just taking it from there. But just that in the normal cutting, we destroy most of it when we are doing cutting. But in this one, when you cut, you can later on go and paste it well. Okay. But the thing is that the original one will no longer be there. So you see that you are moving to a new place, or you don't move to a new place and you're just taking it from there to completely. By copy, the original one will be there. Then you can make a copy somewhere else. Okay. That's copying and pasting. So as we are going on, I'll be repeating the shortcut so that you get used to it. The shortcut also makes it easier for you to be a fast typer. You can be a good typist, so very fast by knowing the shorthand. So to copy, after highlighting the text that you want to copy, you can press Ctrl C. So Ctrl C is for copying. So you press the Ctrl key at the same time C for copying. Now if you want to cut, Ctrl X. So Ctrl, your hand will still be at the Ctrl, then you press X to cut your text. Now to paste, we use Ctrl V. So Ctrl V is for pasting. So once you cut or copied your text and you want to go and paste it, when you go to the position where you want to paste it, Ctrl V will paste it. So Ctrl X for cutting, Ctrl C for copying, and Ctrl V for pasting. Okay, so I believe everything is okay. So that's it for cutting, for copying. So to copy, first of all, you have to select the text. So we done selecting of text. So you click at the place where you want to select, then you drag the mouse to cover the text where you want to highlight and select. So once you've done the selection, you can just right click on the selection area, then you select copy. If you want to cut it, then you can select cut. Now if you want to use the short key, Ctrl C is for copy, Ctrl X is for cutting. And once you've copied or you cut, you have to go to the place where you want to paste. So once you are there, you can right click and select paste, or you can just press on Ctrl V to paste your copy text. Okay, so that's it. We've done the cutting. Now we are inserting a picture from the computer. So to insert a picture from the computer, there are two ways you can do that. There are three ways, or three or more ways you can do that. You can do it online. Okay, we are talking about from the computer. So you can also say from the online to your computer. It's still on the computer. So we will follow these two steps. So this is when we are doing it on the computer. Later on, we'll talk about how you can get it on the internet. Okay, so on the computer, you either go to your picture, then you copy your picture, then you position your cursor at where you want to place it, then you just paste it over there. So for example, if I want to paste a picture, so if I want to paste this picture, so I can just copy. So either you right click, then copy, or Ctrl C, any of them copies. So now if you go to your document, Word document, where you want your picture to be. So if I want my picture to be here, I can just press. So to push the text downward, you press at the end of the text, then you press the enter key. So as many as you press the enter key to remove it. If you don't want to press the delete, the back key, or the back key to move it upward. you want it to move down, you press the enter key. You want it to move up, you press the back key. But the cursor is supposed to be at the beginning of it. Okay. So now I want to click the space and paste my picture. So once I want to copy, I can paste it. Then to paste, you can use the right click, then paste, or Control V. All of them go wherever you want it. Okay. So this is method 1. So method 1 is going to where your picture is. Then you select your picture, you copy your picture, then in the Word document, you paste the cursor to where you want to paste, and you paste the picture. So that is method 1. So I will delete the picture, then I will use the method 2. So in the method 2, you click on Insert. Click on Insert, then click on Pictures. So when you click on Pictures, you can navigate to where your picture is. So I took the picture over here on the drive. So that's the picture. So if I double click on the picture, or if I double click, it will insert automatically. Or you can select and click on Insert. So anyhow you want. So either you double click on the picture, that's clicking on the picture twice, then it will automatically insert, or you select the picture and click on Insert. So any of them works. And see that the picture has been inserted. Okay. So later on we'll talk about the wrapping the text. Now if you insert the text by default it is inline, so it's difficult to move around. So as you can see, it's not possible to move the text. So we'll talk about how you can make it so that you can be moving your text to wherever position you want. That will be the next subsequent content. Okay, so we'll look at how you can also get the insert the picture from the internet. Okay. So this is from your computer. Okay. So from the internet, there are about 3 ways. 1, you can search for the picture on the internet. So once you search for the picture on the internet, then you can right click on the image, then you select copy. So it will copy the picture which is on the internet. Then you can go to your Word document, then you paste the picture. So for example, I can search the internet with google.com. So if I click google.com, so it's searching on the internet. The keyword means internet. We must have an internet before you can search for the image. So in your browser, google.com, you can search the image you want. So maybe I want an image for a keyboard. Okay. So maybe I want a picture of a keyboard. So I'll type keyboard and I press the enter key. So in the search, especially for Google, if you want images, you just press on the images to show only the images. If you want videos, you press on videos. So all is for everything. So if you want images, you can press on the image and it shows the images. Okay. So once you've seen the image you want, you just right click on the image and select copy. So let's say for example, if I want this, okay, so assuming I want this keyboard, okay, to use the picture for this keyboard. So I'll just right click on the image, then I choose copy. If you want to save it to your computer too, you can save as, but if you don't want to have a copy of the image, you just want to paste it in your Word document, you can choose copy image. So once you click on copy image, you come to your Word document. So in your Word document, you can move to the position where you want to set. So here, since we've copied, so you can press Ctrl V to paste it. And the one is so this one came. So okay, so you go to the internet, then you can copy the image. Control, you right click on the mouse, then you copy. So once you copy, you go to your Word documents, then you can paste it over there. Okay, so this is the other method. So the other one too, Microsoft has embedded an option for you to insert image from the internet. So the same place where we want to insert pictures, there is online pictures. So for the online pictures, so before you do that, you have to put the cursor at where you want to insert the image. So if I want to insert my image here, I have to put my cursor there. Okay. Then I click on online pictures. So this will probably load the picture. So like you see, it's online, so it means you need to have internet access before you can use that feature. Okay. Now on OneDrive, so for the OneDrive, you need to have your Windows will be connected to your OneDrive account before you can access your OneDrive photos. The OneDrive is just a storage device for a storage space for Microsoft Word. If you have your files on OneDrive, then you can click on it. But if you don't have, you can use a link search. So any one of them. I don't have the OneDrive account on my lesson, so to give me an error, but I haven't done that setting for the word with my OneDrive. So let's see what so it says it's unable to have access to OneDrive. So it's unable to access the lesson, the OneDrive. Okay. So these are the options you can add for one drive account. So if you really need to use upload picture on Drive account to count steps. But I'm going to use the second option, searching it with. So being to this one is choose pictures that are not that are copied. That people have given you the right for you to use. Okay, so it only shows those pictures. So not all pictures you can get over here. So certain few pictures, like for example, if I can also search for keyboard here. So if I search for keyboard in the Bing search and press enter, so the pictures there are several that people can use, either from other people. So like you say, it said these results are tagged with Creative Commons license. Okay, so those are the ones that they show. So if I want to insert this picture, which is wikipedia.org, I can click on it and I can click on insert. So once I click on insert, the picture will be inserted. So it will be downloaded from the internet and then to insert. Okay. Now, if you want to zoom your Word document, like we saw in the past of your Word document, this side is for zoom. So if you want to see the screen bigger, you can just zoom by moving our arrow key a little bit more. Okay, so zoom it a bit more, however you want to zoom it. Okay. So this is the enter key. So if I ask you to press the enter key, this is the enter key. And this is a space key. Then we have the backspace. Okay. Then we have the shift. Then we have the window key. We have the window key. So these are basically a few things about the keyboard, this keyboard. Okay. So we are moving on. So you can insert from using the insert pictures option from Microsoft. Then you can either insert from your OneDrive if you connected your OneDrive to your Office, Microsoft Office, or you can also get it from the Bing search. So the Bing search, remember Bing search is not all images that you can search from there. So if you want to specify particular image which is not in the Bing image search, then you should use a normal search engine. Then you can just go and copy the image and paste in the Word document. So to copy the image, you just right click on the image, then you just select copy. So once you copy, you just come back to your Word document and paste it inside. The paste the same way we do it, Control V, or you right click on the space where you want to paste, then you select paste. So we can do that one. Now we are resizing the picture. To resize the picture, you use the arrow keys. So if you want to resize it this way, so that the picture will automatically resize or move dimension, you use the arrow key. Now if you want to stretch the picture, then you can use this side of this the side sizing key. These ones are for corner and sizing key. So that one it will be doing the auto resizing for you. But if you want to size it the horizontal or vertical way, you can use the side one. Okay. So if you want to resize our image, this one is the corner sizing key. So you just be dragging it. If you want it smaller, you just drag it upward, go smaller. If you want it to be larger, you drag it backward. Okay. So that's it. Now if you want to stretch it, this is horizontal. If you want to stretch it horizontal, then you use this one. Okay. If you want to stretch it vertical, you use this one. That will be the side sizing key. So you either use the side sizing key or the corner one to resize your image. then pictures and text wrap. So like I have explained that you can see that it is easy for you, it was difficult for you to move the image because by default it is in line with the text. That's the style property. So if you want to move it, you have to change the property. So to change it, there are two ways of doing that. So you can right click on the mouse, and you choose wrap text. Then you can choose any of, by default it is over here, so you can choose any of this. Now if you want to move it around, then you use the tight. So each your own effect. For example, this one says behind text. So if you want the image to be behind the text, which means that the text will be in front of the image, then you use this one. If you want the image to be in front of the text, then you use this one. Which means the text goes behind the image, then you use this one. So if you want it to be at the top and bottom, you choose this one. If you want it to be true, you want it to be tight. So if you want to move it around, then you choose the tight. With the tight, you can move it around. So by default, it is over here. That's why you are not able to move. Okay, so if you choose tight, you can see that you'll be able to move the image around. The tight option. So if you change the moving space, you can move it around. Either by using the cursor keys. You can use the down key, right, left, top and down keys. You can move them around. So you can do that only when you change the style to type. So wrap text, then you choose. So this will make it possible for you to move the image around. So based on what you want. So if you want it to be behind the text or in front of text, then you can choose the type of wrapping that you want. Then the method 2. Then with the method 2, you go to layout. So you click on the image, then you go to layout. Then we have the wrap text here option here. So you can choose the one that you now I've selected it, so it is over here. So with the same by click, the options are all here. Okay, then they are all here. If you want to see their effect in the picture form, then you click on more layout options. It shows you what they all do. Okay, so you can see the one behind the text. So the text will be in front of the one in front of the text will be here, the top and the bottom. So all the options. So if you have much text and you want to play around it, then you can choose any of the options so that you can see its effect. Okay. Now we talk about position. There are predefined positions that came with Microsoft Word. So if you have you type some things and you want to use a predefined position to see how they will look like in your web, in your documents, you can use them. So these are the predefined positions. So if you move the image to this position, this move the image. You see where the image icon is. That's where it will move the image to. Here, this is where it will move the image to. Here, this is where it will move the image to. Center, this is where it will move the image to, and so on. So you can choose if you want to position it. So here at the bottom, you can see here it is over here. Over then here it moves that side. If you want it to be at center, if there is nothing there, then use it. These are predefined positions. So you can choose any of these positions to see which one match that you like. Okay. But if you choose also tight, you can be moving to your desired position that you want. Okay. So that is the image position. Try to make it movable. So let's run that. Let's run that. Run this if you want to see the effects. So to play with it, you can choose any of the position to you can choose any of the positions. Let's play with it. Okay, so now we are on find and replace. Okay, so to find a text, you have to click on the home tab. So you click on the home tab. Then the find is at the far right side of your Microsoft Word. So somewhere here you can see the find where the mouse is. So this is where we have the find. So you can click on it. So when you click on the find, you have your navigation. So in the navigation here, you type in your what you want to find. If it's a phrase or a text or a letter or whatever it is, then it will go to it will search through your type word. It will fetch the result for you. So in this example, if I click on, so you should be at the home tab. So if you click on the home tab, if you click on the find, so when you click on the find, you have the position here. So if I search for maybe mine, it will take me to where I have all the positions mine highlighted in the yellow color. So I know that that's where. So okay. So you can also search for a phrase. So maybe mine is. So you can either search for a phrase or this. So wherever you want to search, and it shows you where they can be found. Where they can be found. So it shows you on the results, the page number they have. Okay. So that so maybe okay. So so it's page 1. So it will show you the page it is to also highlight it. So this is handy if you want, maybe you have a document and you are collaborating with someone, the person want to pinpoint where you can get the phrase or whatever he's talking about. So you can just search for the phrase of what you want. Then it should tell the page you can find it. You can go directly to that page and you can read about it or read the modification you want. Okay, so that's the find. Then replacing. Now you may want to replace certain words. Maybe you were not sure of the spelling. So when you cross check and you realize that this is the actual spelling. So instead of going through the document for you to find it yourself, you can change it. You can use the replace option to do that. So to replace, you go to home, then replace, or you press Ctrl H. So if you press Ctrl H or you go to home replace, you get this dialog box. So here, if you want to do only find option, then you can just click on the find, then you enter what you want to find. But if you want to replace, you click on replace. So once you click on replace, you use the option to enter what you want to replace. So the word you want to find, and once you found it, then what you do want to replace with. So here you write what you want to find and what you want to replace with. Okay. So once you've done that, you just click on replace. Then the replace all if the phrases occur more than once. So wherever it's okay, wherever this text that you want to find it's okay, then it will be replaced by the text here you said you should be replaced with. Okay, so if I want to replace maybe so to replace you use Ctrl H. Okay, so the Ctrl H will bring the find and replace dialog. In the find and replace dialog, let's say I want to find my is okay, and I want to replace it. My name is so my name is okay. So if I want to replace this one, so I can find it. And if I want to replace, then I click on replace. Okay, so maybe if you want to find first, you can click on find first. Okay, so it's showing me where, as you can see, this is where it has okay. Okay, so if I want to replace it with this one, so instead of my is, then my name is. So if I want to replace, I just click on replace. Okay, so once you click on replace, it moves to the next place it found. And if you want to replace everything, then you just click on replace all. So once you replace all, where all the places where it's okay, then it will replace. So all done, you made 2 replacements. So they made all the replacements. Once you have done, look on it. Okay, the number name is, so you can see the actual one. So that's how useful it is for correcting and also checking certain. So instead of you searching it for yourself and replace, you can do it using the find and replace option. So to find, you just press Ctrl F. It's also for finding. So if you press Ctrl F, this navigation box will come. So you can just enter what you want to find. And to find and replace is Ctrl H. Then the dialog will come. So you can enter what you want to find and the word you want to replace with. Once you are done there, press on replace or replace all, so that when it occurs more than once, everything will be replaced at once. Now, if you want to get more options for the find, you can click on more. That one it will search by the case. If you want it to be case sensitive, then in that case the case must match. But if you don't want it, you don't need to tick. So you can tick the ones you want. The search. So this one has more options, so you just tick them to match whatever you want to find. So you just press on the Ctrl H for replace scan, then you can choose you can click on the more. So once you click on the more, see that there are more options. Tick to find the ones you want. Okay. And spell check. Spell check. Maybe you want to check your spelling of the things you type, so that there can be, if there is some errors in your grammar, it can correct. But by default, Microsoft will underline the the words for you when, or the phrase for you when it is incorrect. So if you it give you suggestion. Okay, so if you right click it, it can give you a suggestion. And if you don't want it, then you can ignore it. So for example, it's complaining about cool chat. Of course, cool chat is not an English word. So when you right click it, it will give you an option. So they're giving these options. Okay. Now if you don't want that option, you can just click on ignore all. You can click on ignore all. So all the places where that text okay, you ignore. So most often they underline the names of people which are not English names. So those things is normal because they don't have it in the dictionary, so they may underline it for the spelling check. Okay, but so to ignore it, you just right click it, then you can select ignore. Okay, but if you want to do the manual checking, then you can follow this step. So you click on review tab. So you click on review tab, then you click on spelling and grammar. So once you click on spelling and grammar, it will check if there is any grammar error, grammatical error or spelling mistake. It will tell you. So if you go to review, then spelling and grammar, there is no spelling and grammar error, so it will not highlight anything. But if there is, it will tell you. So for example, let me type names. Let me write this in here. Okay. So as you can see, it's even complaining that there is a typo error or grammar error. Okay. So if I press on here, if I press over here, it will fish it out. Okay. So you can see it has fished it out. So now if you want to ignore, you can ignore by these suggestions of the possible things that you can use. But if you want to ignore, you can ignore. Okay, so that's it. So to spell check, we go to review. So you use the review tab. You click on review tab and you do the spelling check. Okay. Now, this one too is on the subsequent context, so we can talk about it. So if you want to count the number of words you have, you can also use this one. So as you can see at the bottom too, it shows the over here 164 words. So it also shows the number of words here, but this one gives more details. So if you click on it, it gives you much more detail. So number of pages, and the lesson you have, words, characters with no spacing, characters with spacing, paragraphs, and the rest. Okay. So that's the one I've selected, not all the documents with this one. I want that for all the documents. Then it clicks over here. So you can select a portion, then you can also check the number of words in that portion. So if I select here and I click on word check, okay, so the portion I've selected, that's the number of characters, words, the number of pages, the lines, number of lines it has used. Okay, so here you can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's the number of lines, number of paragraphs. We have 1, 2, 3, and so on. But if you want to that of the entire document, then you don't need to select anything. So that one, if you select something, it will analyze that one. So for the entire, you don't need to select anything. So when you click on it, to check for the entire document. So the entire document, we have 3 pages. The number of words, we have 64 words. The characters, we have 285 characters. The characters with space is this. The number of paragraphs, we have 9. The number of lines, we have 25. So that's what we need the word to count for. So normally, if you're a student, your teacher or your lecturer may ask that when you submit your question or assignment, it should be of a particular number. The number of words should be of a particular distance. You don't have to be counting them word by word. Okay, you can use the Microsoft Word to check by going to the review, then word count to check everything for you. So that will be the dialogue for all the entire document. You can see if the requirements you meant it or not. But if you want to, you have to add more information to your document to match or to meet the requirements. Okay, so we are moving on. So we've done the word count too. Then on special symbols. Okay, so the special symbols, maybe you need a currency, like the Ghana currency if you are Ghanaian, or Naira, or euros, or pound, or maybe the @ sign, or maybe the beta and the rest. So all the signs that you want, maybe the division sign, the rest. Okay, so if you want to use them, how do you get it? So that one is on the insert tab. So you have to click on the insert tab. But before you do that, you have to place the cursor at where you want to do the insertion. So you just place it there. Then you click on the insert tab. And click on the symbol at the top right. So the symbol is over here. So when you click on the symbol, the ones you use more often, it will be over here. So most recent use one should be here. Now if the one you want is not here, you need to click on the more symbols. Then more options will be shown. So you can navigate to select the option you want. So you can choose any of them. So this one, there are many drop balls. So you can choose the drop balls, the option that you want. So then they will pop up. So you just be scrolling to check to get the one that you need. So once you get it, you just select it and click insert. Okay. So once you click, you select it and click insert, it will be inserted into your document. But if you can also double click, if you double click to insert, then you can click on cancel for the dialog box to disappear. So that's it for insert. So you can just try an example. So maybe I want to write something like maybe how do you call it? So if I want to enter something, insert symbol. So if I want to insert a symbol over here, so my cursor will be over there. Okay. Then I go to insert, then symbol. Okay. So if I want any of this symbol, maybe less than or equal to, okay. So let's say I want to write maybe x plus 2. Okay. Then less than or equal to. So then I go to insert the symbol, then less than or equal to. You can insert. You can continue with it. Okay. So that's for the insertion. You can continue less than or equal to maybe 5. So maybe I'm writing a question for students. Okay. Maybe I want them to solve for the value of x. So I can have this equation. So I need this special symbol. So to get it, I have to go to insert, then symbol. Okay. If it is not here, I have to click on more symbols. So the more symbols, you can get them here. So you choose the operator. This one there are drop box. So you choose the category of the listener you want. If it's number forms, if it's an arrow, if it is currency symbols, if it's superscript and subscripts. So if it's a mathematical operator, you just choose the drop box, the one you want, which you can. So once you decided, then you can just click on. When you select it, verify symbol. If I click here, if I want this symbol, I can just insert it. Okay, so you can see that it has replaced it. Okay, so once you insert, the dialog box doesn't disappear. So you have to close it. So you just close it. And once you insert it, you can just close it. Now you can also double click. You can also double click on the desk, then it will automatically do the insertion. So once you double click, it will just do the insertion. So once you are done, you just close the box. Okay, so that's about inserting. Then we are on the equation. Then to insert equation, the same place where we have our symbol. Okay. So that one to remember, you need to take the cursor to where you want to do the insertion. So if I want to have my equation over here, my cursor will be over here. So I told you to be moving your cursors. You either use you press the enter key or the back key. The keyboard, you saw where the enter key. Okay, so on the keyboard, you said this is the enter key. This is the back one. So this is what you want to do. So you want to go down. Then at the end of if you want to move a text to the bottom, it will be at the beginning end. Then you press the enter key to move the lesson. If you want to take the cursor to the new line, the bottom line, you put the cursor at the far end of your text where there is no text, and you press enter, and the cursor will move downward. So you should know how you can manipulate your cursor for the typing. So if I want my equation to be here, I want my equation to be at the bottom, I just have to put my cursor over there. Okay. I can put cursor here. So wherever you want, you can click over there. Now once you click, you go to insert. You are ready, you go to insert, then equation. Okay. Now if you click the drop down box, now the inbuilt ones will come. But if you click on the equation itself, you get a list of equations over here. then you can choose the one that you want. So maybe I want a fraction, so I can choose this kind of fraction. There are different types of the fractions, so you can choose the one that you want. So if I want my fraction this way, if I want it that way, if I want it this way, if I want it that way, so you choose the one you want. So if I want it this way, I can click on this, so I can write maybe 1/2, 2/8. So based on those your fraction, you can have your equation. So that's it for inserting an equation. So that is it. Then undo and redo the change. So that's our last part. So to undo, so we have our save, undo and redo. So to redo is to undo is you've done something you don't want, you change your mind, you don't want it again. So you click on the undo, you click on this key to undo. Let's say for example, if I don't want this thing, the thing I've done over here. So if I click on the undo, you can see that the two has vanished. So if I click on it again, the one also vanished. If I click on it again, the equation that I inserted will also vanish. Okay. So it will be step by step. Okay. It will be step by step to the stage where you are. So it will be step by step to the stage where you are. And this one also have a list of them. So a list of them now you can also undo those things that you've done as well. Now to redo is like something that you've done or you've undone it. Now if you want to do it again, so if I click here, redo, the things that I've done will still do step by step. So that will be redo. So something I've undone, I want to redo it again, and I'll press the redo button. So the redo will continue until the last end, where at the end of the last part of the document. So if I click and I click and this is the last part where I got to. So that's the maximum I can redo up to. Okay. So that's it. So that's for the redo. Then you have the save button. We talk about it already. Okay. So that's it today. So that's where you can find the save, undo, and the redo button. So that's it for today. And today is just introduction of the word document. But I believe you enjoyed the course. So, like I said, for you to enjoy typing, you need to place your fingers at the appropriate place you want them to be. Okay. So basically, so we take a short revision, then you can call it a day. So revise about the short keys, and the rest I think will be okay. So that's a Word document. So to start a Word document, you press the Windows icon at the taskbar, or you can press the key. The window icon is also on most of the keyboards. So let me check on it. This keyboard, so that's the Windows icon. So you can either press over here or you press at the taskbar. You also have the Windows icon. So once you press, the start screen will come. Then you can search for the software you want. So the software for the typing is Word document. So when you search Word, it will show. Then you can just click on it to open the Word application. And if you want to open a document on your computer, you need to navigate to where the document is. And you just double click on the document. By default, your computer will choose, if it's Word document, your computer will choose Word as the application to open the file. So you just double click on the file to open the file. Now we talk about the parts of our Microsoft Word. We said the file is over here where you can do the save and the save as. You have the ribbon where you have those menus over here. Then you have the title bar. So when you save your document, then that becomes your title. So by default it is document. So the name you give it will be over here at the title bar. Then you also saw the insertion point. So where you have your pointer for your insertion. So wherever you want to do the typing, you just click on it, and that will be your insertion point. You can do your typing. Then you have a scroll bars where you can scroll to the bottom. Then you have the place where you can zoom. So if you want to remove to the class, if you want to reduce the size of the screen, then you just move to a negative side. So that's the zoom in. The status bar for number of pages, the number of words, the rest is over here. And this is your work area where you be doing your typing. Now entering the text, you have to place the cursor at where you want to enter the text, and make sure your fingers are at the appropriate place. Then you press the appropriate keys for the things you want to type. So if you want to type mine, you locate M, then you just press M, and you locate Y, then you press Y. So before that, your cursor must be at where you want the text to be. Then you can start the type. Then you saw saving document. So the first time you are saving, it is save as. So the subsequent changes you make, you just save. So to save, the short key is Control S. So Control S is for saving. So if you made any change, you just press Control S to save. Okay. Now, if you are using a desktop machine which is connected to the power source, if you are from Africa, normally the power goes out at any time. So you need to be pressing Control S anytime, shortly. So that anytime there is maybe the power goes off, you have your Word document already saved. Okay, so Control S is very, very important. So it's easy. So once you make any change for some time, you just Control S, then you save. Once you make any change for some time, Control S, then you save it. So even if you are using a desktop which does not have any battery for backup, when the light goes out, it will be only for a small change that you haven't saved yet. So that's good. Control S is for saving. The first time you save as, the subsequent ones you just save. Okay. Now if you finish your, you want to save as a PDF, that one you go to file, then save as. So this time if you've already saved to a particular folder, then that it will be over here. But if your folder is none of the folder is over here, you need to click on browse. So if I want to save it as PDF, I click the folder. Then in the drop down for when I write the name, the drop down here, I can choose PDF. So it will generate PDF of my Word document. Okay, so if you have to submit an assignment in PDF, after finishing the typing, you just go to save as, then you save your Word document. So once you select PDF, it will save it as PDF and see your document in the PDF. So like you see, it has generated PDF version of my Word document. So I can submit it to my lecturer wherever I need it. We are continuing for revision. So we are on save, then close. You just click on the close icon, which is over here. So for all applications, we have the close. So if you don't want it, you just click on close. If you want to maximize or use the window size, you press it. If you want to minimize, so for minimize, when you press, it will disappear from the introduction to computer. We saw it. When you click on the minimize, it will disappear from the screen. And if you want it back, you have to press at the taskbar on the icon. So once you click on that, it comes back to the screen. Okay. So then when you are closing, you make sure that you save all changes. Other than that, it will give you a warning that haven't saved your document, and it will ask you if you want to save. So if you want to save, you click on save. If you don't want to save, then just click on don't save and to exit. But if you want to cancel the process, just click on cancel. And to select test, you just click at the beginning end of your test. Then you drag your mouse based on the direction where you want to copy or to select the test. So if you want it in the horizontal way, so at the beginning you press the left side of the mouse, then with the other finger you drag your mouse. So once you are dragging it, if this direction you want, you just drag to that direction. If you are at the bottom, you just drag to that bottom to select the test. So before you copy a test, you need to select it. Now to select everything, you can also press Ctrl A. So Ctrl A is for selecting everything. So maybe you want to select all the text or everything you have on the document to transfer to another document. You just Ctrl A. So Ctrl A will select everything. So for example, in this one, if I press Ctrl A, so everything will be selected like you have seen. So Ctrl A for all. So Ctrl A will select everything. But other than that, you need to, for some few, you just need to place the cursor, the insertion cursor at the beginning end. Then you can drag it to wherever you want to move to. Now, if you want to move a particular text downward, you put the cursor over here. Then you press the enter key. And if you want to move it upward, you put the cursor at where it is at the end. Then you press the back key. Okay. Now, if you want to move you want to create a space at the bottom, and at the far end of your last text over here, you can put your cursor there. You can also press enter there in the space where you want to type something new or something there. Okay, so you continue. So selecting copying after highlighting it or selecting it, Ctrl C will copy it. Then you move to where you want to paste. Ctrl V is for paste. Or you can right click on the text and choose either copy or cut. And the difference between cutting and copying is that when you copy, the original one remains there, but when you cut, it disappears from there. So either when you cut, you either go and paste or you don't do anything at all. But the original one will disappear from where it is for cutting. But for copying, it will be there. You just make a copy of it. And pasting, Ctrl V for pasting, or you right click on the field where you want to paste, you select paste. And to insert a picture, there are a number of options. You can go to the folder where the picture is, then you copy, then you come and paste into the Word document. Or you can click on the insert tab. You choose pictures, then directly navigate to where the pictures are. Then you can just insert the picture you want. Now, if you want it online, then you can search for the picture. Then you can copy by right clicking on the image. Then you select copy. Then you come to your Word document and come and paste it there. Or if you want to use the Office search one, you search the Office online section. Then you click on pictures, then online pictures. Then it will give you the option to get the pictures from OneDrive or the Bing search. For OneDrive, your Microsoft has to be linked to your Word doc has to be linked to your OneDrive, and that you will not be able to access your images. But for the Bing, you just enter the key thing you want to search, and if you are able to get the result, you click on the image, you click on the search, set the image. And resizing the picture, we'll talk about it. Here is for resizing it at the canvas. So if you don't want to distort the image, it's better to start from the canvas. So it will be doing the resizing itself. But maybe for your own rating, you want to resize it at the side, you have to click over here to move it to resize. Or if you want to resize it on the vertical side, select here, resize it. Now, by default, if you set an image, it is in line with the text, so you cannot move it. So you have to right click it and you select wrap text, or you can go to the layout. So when you select, when you see your image, you can have your layout. Then you have text, then you can choose the appropriate one. But for the movement, you need to choose the height. Try to make it possible for you to be able to move your image. Okay, so you have this. And you can also use the predefined position to position your images as well. So wherever the position you want, you just use the predefined one by going to layouts. First, you need to select the image. You go to layout, then position, then you choose the position that you want. Then you see it find in place. So if you find something, you can press Ctrl F. So F for find. So Ctrl F will show the finding dialog. So once the navigation input comes, you just enter the text you want to show you what it is on the document. Then you can make the changes on what you want to do. Then to replace, use the Ctrl H to show the dialog where you can enter the text you want to find, the one you want to replace. And once you are done, if it's just one, you just click on place. If it's everything you replace, or if you want to share, first of all, find it before you place, you click on find next. If that's what the one you want to click on replace. Then you saw spell check. So you click on the review tab, you click on spelling grammar. Then if there is any error, it will indicate to use suggestions. But by default, if you spell something, if you spell something wrong, the Microsoft Word will align with red color. So to align to that, it is wrong. Of course, when you print it out, it will not show. But just for you to see it. So if the spelling is okay, you just right click it and click on ignore. So the red underline will disappear from it. Now if you want to count how many words you have, you use the word count. And the same place where you can find the spelling and grammar checking is also where you have your word count. So you just click on it. Now if you want to check for a particular portion, you need to highlight it. Click on the word count. But for the whole document, you don't need to highlight anywhere. Once you click, it gives you a dialog of the number of pages, the number of words you have, the characters, the spaces, the paragraphs, and stuff like that. Now, if you want a special symbols, then you need to go to insert, then you click on symbols. Now, if the symbol you have doesn't show on the fields, you click on more symbols to show them. You select the appropriate type of symbol you are searching over here, then you choose it. So once you choose, you click on it, you choose there, then you click on insert. But if you double click on it, it will automatically insert into the document. So once you are done, then once the insertion is done, there will be close over. This will place to close, and you just click to close your dialog. Now for inserting an equation to the same, you go to insert the equation. So once you click on the equation, the list of possible equations comes, then you pick the one you want. If you want fraction, you can choose the fraction side, and choose the appropriate fraction that you want, and you can enter the information that you want. Now to undo, you press the undo button, or you press Ctrl Z. The Ctrl Z is also for undoing. The Ctrl Z is for undoing. So if you want to undo something, just Ctrl Z. Now if you want to redo something, Ctrl Y. Okay, so that's it for today. So let's recap on some of the short keys. They are very, very important. To copy, you use Ctrl C. To cut, we use Ctrl X. To paste, we use Ctrl V. To undo, we use Ctrl X. To redo, we use Ctrl Y. Then to find, we use Ctrl F. Now to find and replace, we use Ctrl H. Okay, so these are some of the shortcuts that you need to master them. So next week, before the class, I will go over and mention these things again. So to cut, Control X, to copy, Control C, to paste, Control V, to find, Control F, to find and replace, Control H, to redo, Control Y, to undo, Control X, take Control Z. Okay, so you show all these parts. But enjoy the rest of your day, and that's the end of our course. If you want to contact me, like I said, you need to log in. And once you log in, you just click on home. You can chat. You click on chat with an instructor once you log in. And remember to subscribe to the YouTube channel so that whenever I upload a new material, you don't need to directly come to the website. You get the alert, so you can come to the website and you can go through the content as well as watch the video for a clearer understanding. Now I explain more on the video than the text. So even though you have the text at your disposal, you should also watch the video so that you get more information from the course content as well. So enjoy the rest of the day. Have a lovely day. Bye. So see you next week.